Good evening, LC people. Well, the LC that I had come from Whittick, Colville, near to where I live. The guys just collected it, took it back. It was a bit rattly, but it pulled well. We had his conversations. He asked me to well, he didn't ask me. I just said, look, this is what it should sound like. I wheeled the bike out. I kicked it over. And he went first kick. Very quiet, very silent compared to his bike. But I said to him, you know, the engine on my bike has got the original barrels, original bore, original pistons, rebuilt crank, new oil pump, brand new carburetors. And it just... I was disappointed the other day because the V5 came back and they put the engine number unknown. I'm still going to debate with that and send the bits because it is matching numbers. But listen to the bike and I said to him, look, just enjoy your bike for what it is. You know, at some point they're all going to want to rebuild, but just bear with them, enjoy them, nurse them and love them and take them out. And don't be overly precious. And don't worry about the odd rattles, squeaks and noises. You can spend a bloody fortune. Just take them out before it's too late. All that crap. MT project. I think there's something going on at the NEC. I'm not quite sure. I've seen a few posts in the last few days. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I'll speak to Andy Bolas about that. We want to take it again before the year's out for somewhere else. NEC, oh man, yeah, that'd be good. Other than that, I think it'll be Newark in January or February. There's a show there. I went early this year and the VGMC stand indoors there was a great situation. Nobody stand as well. Yeah, it's all good. It's all dilly-dilly. What's coming up next, you ask? I've got a bike coming from Scotland at the beginning of November. And that's going to be a full strip and rebuild, frame powder coated and all the bits and pieces. That'll be all the bells and whistles that needs to be done with that. And whatever else happens in the meantime. Another one of my mates from Scotland has got a few bikes he wants me to do as well. So there's things coming up, bits in the pipeline, and people I've forgotten about. And... anybody listening or watching, yeah, I apologise. Come back to me, because I wrote in my diary, but sometimes, you know, it's quite busy being retired. It's a bit ridiculous. I don't write everything down, and I should do really, but anyway, folks, that's the next one that's gone. Yeah, disappointed. I took the side panel off this yesterday. Because I pulled my new battery and put it on this guy's bike. So I left this under the bike down there. And you know what happens? Oil dripped on it. You're not seeing very well. I tried to wipe it off today. You know what? It took the bloody paint off. I'm not going to take them, but I'll just mask off the rest of it and spray the satin on at the bottom off. And I'll do the other side so it matches. But what a ball ache. But that's what our paint is these days, excuse my phone. You can't see it very good, but... I've tried to disguise it, but unhappy about it. But it's nobody's fault. It's just the materials you get today. They're just eco-friendly, aren't they? They took all the good stuff out of paint and petrol and oils and everything else, and it just the crap we're left with, which is how can I say, undesirable. Not required. I want what it should be, but there you go. Overjoyed about me, I'll say. Very happy that the V5 come back. I've got the registration plate. Although it says the engine number on it is unknown, which it shouldn't be, because all the pictures that were taken, the guy that came to inspect the bike. So I'll have to send off the paperwork, but not until I've been down the insurance company, because it's insured on the VIN number at the minute. So I need to go down tomorrow, give them the registration number to resolve the insurance, and then get a reg plate for it, and only then will I send off my V5 with the amended engine number that matches the frame, because it is matching numbers. There's no mistake about this. It's DVLA's made a right cock up, and I'm not very happy about it. But you know, it's another like part of the journey for this bike. But yeah, it just sounds beautiful. It sounds like a brand new bike. I can't start if you know I put it back. But the guy that came took his and listened to it, and he kicked it up first kick, and he was like, wow. Yeah, it just sounds like a brand new engine. But basically, it nearly is. That's all I can say. Still love the LC. Modified, standard, not standard, whatever it else. It's a passion. It's a dream that I've had for many, many, many years when I couldn't afford one. I've only had, this is my second one in the last 3 or 4 years. The first one, as you know, I bought it, sorted it, sold it, bought another one, sold that, and didn't ride it, and then I've got this. This can't go, really. It can't. This is some of its parts is more precious and special to me, and all the people that made it happen. You know, the people that supplied parts, whether I worked for them or whether they donated them, to have every original part on the bike. I put the foot pegs back on this afternoon with the right little tag in there, look, yeah, they're great. Everything's on it as it should have come from Japan now. Apart from, like, obviously, odd bolts that I'll bolt it together with in the first place. But other than that, no. Prices have fluctuated, they're up and down a bit. I'm not really bothered about the price. It stands me at some the correct money if I did sell it, but I wouldn't want to. For the few grand that I'd get extra on top of what it's costing me up to now, there's no bloody point. I would never see this situation again. You know, how often do you come across barrels on original bore, original pistons, still in tolerance, brand new carburetors, a brand new oil pump, reconditioned crank? It's not going to happen, is it? It will never happen again for me. I know it won't. And it doesn't really matter because, hey, the penultimate dream has actually finally come true for Dilly Dave. Yeah, it's an import with a steering lock on the headstock instead of the ignition switch. I don't really give a stuff. Nobody cared about matching numbers back in the day, did they? As long as you had one, you had a grin factory and the smile, you got an LC. That was the be all and end all. And it's been my dream for like bloody hell 40 years. I ain't got no else to say. Just thank you to everybody in the forums that I've posted about, done work for, and they've helped me in my journeys with the bike money and the LCs over the last 3 or 4 years. My hat goes off to you all, and I thank you very much for all your kind things that you've said, or you've done, or you posted, or you donated, or you like my channel, or you've liked my posts. Thank you very much. That's all I gotta say. Dilly.